This is the life and legacy of Mr. Bruce Nazarian.
You're listening to The Digital Guy, Bruce Nazarian.
Bruce Nazarian was an American funk and rock musician, recording artist, and music producer from Detroit, Michigan.
Yeah, so Joe, when we were in class, sometimes things would get a little intense. And because Bruce was, he was very focused. But when you interrupted him and things got crazy, what was one of his favorite things he would say?
Yeah, another Bruceism is in regards to if you wanted him to take on another project, he would just say, and he didn't want to take the project, he would say, well, not my circus, not my monkeys.
Biography and early music influences. Bruce Nazarian began his musical career as a singer at the age of 4, performing regularly on local television in Detroit, Michigan, and in USO musical variety shows. During his grade school years, he studied piano and vocals, and at age 13, he took up tenor saxophone and played in the Mackenzie High School marching band. In 1968, he toured Europe with the Wayne State University Men's Glee Club.
My thoughts of Bruce is when it comes to ADR, when it comes to sound effects, when it comes to all kinds of things. Anytime you had a question to Bruce, he would, answer it, but he would definitely give you the book dictionary, the book definition when it came to, the answer that whatever question that you would ask him. He was a brilliant guy, very humble. He had the biggest heart, but at the end of the day, he understood where my heart came from. I'm just a student that just wanted to learn and just gain knowledge and just to advance my skills. So therefore I can be able to go out in the big world and be like Bruce, have the amount of knowledge that he had was incredible. But my heart goes out to him and his family.
During Bruce's college years, he also began a career as a studio musician. He quickly became a first-call guitarist in the Detroit recording scene, working with diverse and influential producers such as Don Davis and George Clinton, recording engineers Ken Sands, and R&B musicians such as Earl Van Dyke, Richard Pistol Allen, Uriel Jones, Robert Wright, and many other members of the Motown studio band known as the Funk Brothers.
Early music career. Shortly after completing college, Nazarian began touring and recording playing with many local and national acts, including Brian Hyland. In the early 70s, he recorded and toured with Invictus Records, The Eighth Day, and was lead singer on If I Could Just See the Light, their third national single. The Eighth Day was a unique act for the period, with half the members white and half black. During that period, he also performed with The Eighth Day at the Apollo Theater in Harlem, a unique experience for a white musician of that time period. In 1975, a chance meeting with band manager Al Nolly would lead to his joining Brownsville station of Smokin' in the Boys Room fame. During the next few years, he participated in countless live shows and recorded several albums with Brownsville, including Brownsville Station, aka the Red Album recorded at Cynical in Mount Kisco, New York, during which Martian Boogie was created, and Air Special for Epic, which was to be Brownsville's last recorded work. He remained a member of Brownsville Station until May 1979. Detroit music career. Around 1979, Nazarian formed the A-Band, a group of Detroit studio musicians who performed casually in the Detroit area. The A-Band became the basis of a new band, The Automatics, a contemporary rock-pop band that featured close friend and session veteran Jerry Jones on drums, local vocal legend Sean Murphy on lead vocals, Luis Resto of Was Not Was and later Eminem fame on keyboard, and funk bassist Huge Hitchcock. The Automatics changed personnel a few times along the way, and by the time they landed a recording contract with MCA in 1982, the lineup included guitarist Randy Jacobs and bassist Nolan Mendenhall, along with keyboardist Jim Noel. The Automatics' debut LP, Night Rider, released in 1983, was quickly heading up the AOR charts when the band found themselves with a dilemma. Incoming MCA president Irving Azoff has reduced MCA's artist roster from 42 acts to 7. And by the end of 1983, the Automatics were without a label and disheartened, disbanding shortly thereafter. The band recorded its namesake LP in a multi-track studio created by Nazarian for the project. Gnome Sound Studios.
Well, one thing in working with Bruce, of course, when you get together with people, you chat about what's going on. And he was really supportive of the school, and he really believed in Jimmy's vision of making this a successful production and post-production learning facility. And I think he felt like he had actually done the work enough himself, but it was really exciting and something he believed in to sort of give back and be able to teach.
Pioneering digital sequencing and dance music production. In 1985, Bruce acquired the first of what would eventually be many Synclavier digital music systems and companion direct-to-disc hard disk recording systems. During those years, he produced many successful dance music recordings, such as Midway's Set It Off, which became a Billboard's chart dancing hit, even appearing on the soundtrack of Breaking 2 Electric Boogaloo. Millie Scott's Prisoner of Love and Love Me Right were huge hits in the UK. He also produced, or co-produced, Nighthawk's 1982 hit, Eye of the Tiger.
The last couple of days, we were inside the studio kind of rewiring some of the rooms, and I got a chance to know him in a different way, the softer side, because he used to build himself as the snarky gnome, but that was a front. If you knew Bruce, he was the kindest, gentlest guy on the planet. And we start talking about the days of playing in Detroit and some of the places he would hang out and some of the places he would go and just his personal life. And I was like, wow, this guy is really a cool dude. He's good people. And I got a chance to see him and have a conversation in a way that we didn't get to know initially when we first.
The New York years. Also during the 1980s, Nazarian's skill as an engineer, producer, and Synclavier operator quickly brought him a reputation in the New York City market and netted him a new stream of clients, film composers who wanted electronic augmentation for their film scores. One of the first of these was Charles Gross, with whom Nazarian collaborated on a number of film scores, from Turner and Hooch to their last collaboration, Air America, in 1990.
Before he passed away, he wanted to go on an RV trip. So I'm going to dedicate my next travel edition show in 2016 to Mr. Bruce. He wanted to do RV tripping through all of the national parks.
From music to audio post. In the 1990s, Nazarian segued into audio post-production, becoming sound editor for, and eventually supervising sound editor of Dinosaurs, a Disney-produced network show running on ABC TV. Nazarian was also one of the supervising sound editors of Gettysburg, one of the first feature films to make extensive use of digital mix-to-picture, a new technique where sound effects, Foley, and dialogue ADR were played back live on the dub stage from digital devices instead of from pre-recorded magazine films.
So as I said earlier, what we do with the flashback tracks is we find some wonderful music from back in the day, dust it off, and give it a little bit of airplay that it doesn't get so much of these days, remind you about all the great music. One of the great earlier tracks from Paul Brown, also one of my favorites of his, from a little while ago here on the Digital Guy Show, another one of our fantastic flashback tracks. And here,
DVD authoring and The Digital Guy.
Smile.
Hey, Miss Virginia.
hey, can we get into 6 to get the spare speaker of these tannoys? Because this one's blown for some reason.
Sit closer together for a minute.
Oh.
And say how much you like the school here.
Oh. You done?
Action.
Close enough together? This has been a wonderful experience, learning how sound is made and how it's manipulated and how you put the words into the actors' mouths and make it sound amazing.
Putting words in the actors' mouth
well,
is the screenwriter's job.
But you know what I mean.
But it's great fun teaching the students here about audio post and sound effects.
Yeah, I'm learning a lot.
Okay, now say something else.
Okay. I'm having a ball actually learning how to mix sound and dialogue for motion pictures and television. It's a wonderful experience.
And I'm having a ball teaching them because they're very eager students, eager to learn.
He's a great teacher.
Bruce Nazarian became director of DVD training at Video Symphony in Los Angeles. During that time, he ran an independent authoring company called eVideo, which authored many innovative and interesting DVD projects. In 2001, he left Video Symphony to create Gnome Digital Media, an independent DVD authoring company and home base for his growing DVD consulting and training practice. He took the digital guy.
Participation night tonight. You just sing in whatever you want to sing.
The final chapter. Bruce Nazarian, musician, producer, teacher, author, and, as he affectionately called himself, the snarky gnome, was many things to many people. He could do it all. Most of all, he was a friend. Bruce.
The gods were looking out for us. Stick around for the next 2 hours. We got great music and a special interview coming up at 5 p.m. Pacific Time with none other than radio personality Blake Aaron.
Hey, Dave Koz here, and you're listening to the Digital Guy Radio Show, hosted by my good buddy, Bruce Nazarian.
This is the life and legacy of Mr. Bruce Nazarian.